KCC Trading Standards, Role A, Scene 6, Take 2, rolling.
I'm the Victim Safeguarding Officer with Kent County Council Trading Standards, and my role is to support and advise victims of doorstep crime and fraud. Sadly, I see far too many of victims of this horrible crime and the impact it has on them. One such case was Peter, a man in his 80s who lives alone and has a heart condition. He lives in a large property which he found a struggle to maintain. One day, whilst in his front garden, he was spoken to by a large rotund man who said he was working in the area. He offered to paint the front of Peter's house for a very reasonable price and assured him he would have his best team on the job and that luckily for him, they could start straight away. It soon became apparent that the so-called painters had no skills, and despite Peter voicing his concerns, he was repeatedly told it would be a great job. After a day or so, the man returned and started to demand money before the job was finished. Although reluctant to do so, Peter agreed to hand over the cash. The man then started to find other problems with the property and warned Peter that if they were not dealt with, it would cause him a whole host of problems. Peter agreed to have some work done to his guttering, and once again he went to the bank to draw out some money. Peter said he knew he was being overcharged and the work was poor, but he felt he had no option but to carry on as he'd agreed to go ahead with the work in the first place. Eventually, after 5 days of various men turning up and doing bits of work to the property, the man returned asking for £7,000. Peter told me he couldn't believe the price he was being charged and was told they used specialist paint and the roofing was a bit trickier than they'd first thought. Despite his objections, the man insisted he wanted payment and became threatening and aggressive. Due to his health conditions and the stress all this was causing him, Peter decided to pay just to get rid of the man. When I visited Peter, he told me the whole experience had left him embarrassed and that he'd taken the last of his savings. He was very distressed and said he had considered ending it all. We offered help and advice and assured Peter received the support he needed. There are so many sad stories like Peter's, and that's why we created Trading Standards Checked. All of our tradespeople are vetted and checked by Trading Standards before being accepted onto the scheme, giving you peace of mind when hiring a trader to work in your home.